But the Indianapolis Colts, man, NFL 15 projected ratings start with the quarterback. And Andrew Luck, one of the best in the league, young quarterback, fastest quarterback on this team, most accurate quarterback on this team. No reason not to start him. You know, Hasley, yes, he was a pretty good player, but at his age, if you're doing a connect franchise especially, I wouldn't keep him for long. He might retire anyway, so you might not even have to decide that. The game might. Let's go to the halfback, where you got versatility here. I would start Bradshaw online. Unless you're more of a power guy. I meant trucking is Vic Ballard. So even though you think it would be Trent Richardson, Vic Ballard is most likely out for the season with Achilles. So that won't matter if you, especially you playing online. That won't matter. You just put him on the depth chart. So maybe you want Vic Ballard, even though he's one of the slower backs on this team. It's really your opinion. You want a power guy, you put Vic Ballard. Want more speed, you get Bradshaw, even though he's not really a speed guy. Rainey's the fastest, but Bradshaw is just an overall better halfback. And then, you know, Trent Richardson's in the middle by stats. So, you never know. I don't know. Bradshaw's going to be an 82. Did get hurt, just like Vic Ballard got hurt, and he got hurt again. So, Trent Richardson might be the highest when the game comes out. I don't know. Let's go fullback. If Haley, start him. Reggie Wayne, they got T.Y. Hill and Akeem next. You know, those three you want to have starting. Moncrief, though, you might want to get in there. They did lose Brazil because he's suspended for the year, so they just cut him. So they don't have him anymore. So these, you just want to leave these four. You got three good players. And I can understand you maybe don't like how Akeem Next drops the ball, but fine, then put Moncrief in. He's faster, he's younger. Franchise, you might want to do that anyway. So, yeah. Tight end, pretty good. You might want to start Fleener just because of speed, even though I think Dwayne Allen's a better tight end. But they were both picked in the same draft, so age, is Allen younger? Yeah, but they're the same year's experience. So, it's really your opinion. I think Fleener's probably gets you more upside if you're using him online because of the speed. And another speedy tight end here. You want him also on your team. And he's also a rookie, so you could use him in a franchise. The other two I just want to look at. I mean, he's a rookie, but I would just take Swoop over him because of speed. Line, you know, it's okay. The centers where they're weak, but otherwise it's pretty good line. Now, this is a quarterback, pretty good, so leave him over there. Over here, start Warner, younger player, you know, going to the second year. The former first-round pick. He has more speed, so just start him. Leave Arthur Jones there. The tricky thing is, who would be your second defensive tackle? Kerr has pretty good speed, and he's young. If you're doing franchise, I would put him as your second if you're playing a 4-3. Otherwise, this team's kind of hard to figure out. Maybe you put Jean Francois in there as your defense tackle. If you're putting Warner as your first string on the right end. That's what I would do. Here, to start Walden, former Green Bay Packer, and then middle, you're pretty good with these two. You know, you got young guys behind them. And you got Robert Mathis. He is suspended for the beginning of the season, so 4 games. So, he might be off the depth chart for the first few weeks, but, anything you do, you should just put him. It's like maybe their best defensive player. He had a great season last year, so I don't know if his overall is going to stay. But he also is their fastest linebacker, it looks like. Yeah. So definitely use him And you can also put a right end if you really want to, but then you're kind of weak at that other outside linebacker, but you would have 70 overalls pretty much. Here, pretty good corners. You want to use these for the order. Franchise put Gordy as the second because of the age, but it's not much of an age difference. So, like, online though, you should probably leave it. Maybe put Butler as a nickel, so your third corner. Usually that's the third corner, so. And you also got a young corner here, but he's kind of slow for a corner, so not great. I mean, your top corner is good, though, Vontae Davis. Free safety, LaRon Landry, leave it. Good hit power, too. Just leave him as your safety. I would start McDonald, even online. He has the speed. So overall, is a difference, but actually, wait. Let's go to the stats, because there's only two difference. You see this tackling and all that. You might want to start Adams, depending on the stats. It's kind of tough. I would probably start Adams. They're pretty much the same. You just want, if you're going to try to, you're using the strong safety, maybe use McDonald, just because he has some speed, a little bit more speed, not much though. Franchise, you might want to use him though. Kicker, Adam Vinatieri, played for a while. He's going to be 41 next year. So, okay, next franchise, you're going to have to look at for a new kicker probably. McAfee, one of the best in the league. Not much to say. And that is the Colts. They were 86 overall at the end of last year in this game. And in Madden NFL 15, I'm going to leave them at 86. I think this team will be, I think they're a top 5 AFC team. I don't see why they want to make the playoffs unless the Texans, come back from 2 years, how good they were 2 years ago. Otherwise, I don't really see it. The problems in the AFC South, that most of the teams have quarterback issues. Either they're average or they just haven't proved themselves so far. So I think they're usually going to win the division again. Tennessee could come up, but I don't see them being that good. And Jacksonville, defensively, I think they're going to get better, but I don't see him. I mean, I like their coach, Gus Bradley, but otherwise, I don't see them going pretty far, at least record-wise. And I already said about the Texans. So, I say their record, I go with 12-4, even with the suspension of Robert Matt. I could see him going 2-2 at the beginning of the season, but they could go on a pretty good streak. After the first 4 games, after Robert Mathis come back, because they do verse the Eagles and they could lose to them, you don't know. And they play the Broncos, though they beat them. They could lose to them too, going to Denver. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, and I'm going to keep uploading these teams videos, project the ratings until Madden 25 comes out. Hopefully I can do them all before then. I got them up. Thanks for watching. Bye.